Hello everyone. I ordered this Bestar Upstand desk from Costco and it is delivered in two packages. One box has the top board and the other one, which is heavier, has all the parts for frame and electric connections. Let's start the assembly following the instructions provided in the instructions booklet. The first step on page number 8 of the instructions booklet talks about the assembly of the two legs with the central main frame, and then it instructs to assemble the two foots. So to start with the very first step of the assembly, this is the main base frame or the central frame. The one I am assembling is for 48-inch top board, which is same as 4 foot of length. This can be extended if I unscrew these screws for a longer desk having larger top board. But don't worry about its length for now. For now, the two legs to be assembled, the left leg and the right leg, and it doesn't matter which is left leg and which is right. These are the two legs. One has motor and the power cord, and the other is just plain leg. Based on the instructions on page 8, one leg goes into one side slot, the other go to the other side slot like this, and each leg is screwed with four screws, two screws one side and two to the other side. These are the screws for assembling the legs. The Allen keys come with a package, but you can use any tool you have, like I'm using this IKEA tool I have, so anything is fine. This is how it looks after assembling the legs. And the next step is to assemble the foots. Assembling the foot, it looks like this. After the assembly of the two foots, I am turning it top side up. And now the assembly of the two support arms can be started. The next step is to unscrew the main frame and stretch it. So I'll unscrew it from these screws and stretch it. So the instructions also say that for a 48-inch size, you need to make this distance around
45.7 by 6 inches apart. But don't worry, like you can unscrew it and make it little loose, and then we will put this pole, and after that we have the option to adjust it again. So don't worry about the exact measurement, just unscrew it and extend it a little. I will now unscrew these screws here so that I can extend this main frame. So I can make it a little apart. So I'm keeping it here, and then finally I'll adjust it later when I'll be putting the top board. But for now I'll put the pole, the rod which is provided.
Now I'm starting the installation of this drive shaft.
Now to install this drive shaft, I'm going down, and then there is a hole here, this hole. So I'm putting this side from this hole to this black part, and just ensure that this goes out but doesn't touch the metal part in that side. So it should be visible the other side, but it should not touch anything. And then at the other side you need to pull this out, and so that it reaches to this end, and you can unscrew this part from here, and then this has got a plastic piece in it. So first put it inside this rod and then move it in this one, and then you need to tight this bolt like this. So once this is tight enough, now move to the other side and check that there's one more screw here, screw or bolt, whatever it is. So this you need to tight it, but not now, because if we are going to extend the table, then this will take this shaft out of this one. So we are keeping it loose for now, and we will tight it at the end when we will put the top board. So the drive shaft looks like, so this part is connected here. This is tightened already. There's a connection in the middle. This is still not tightened. This will be tightened later on. And then this rod goes to this part. And then this is also seen going out from here, but it's not touching the metal part. I'm moving this frame one side. And now I will take out the board, the front board, top board from this one. So this is the top board. This is the back side of the top board. I have it in brown color, though I was willing to get white, but I didn't get it. So this is the top part, and this is the back part of this one. So this has some holes already. So I assembled this table earlier, but I made some mistakes, and I thought like people might make mistakes. So I'm doing it the second time. That's why you are seeing the holes are a little more broad, but still it is fine. So these are the two holes for taking the wires. So this has two sets of these round things. So you can place like this here, and then you can cross the wires out of these. And then you have this, you can also put this one. This has got two USB ports and then one power. So this is the control switch. You can use it to make the table up and down. So this has got two holes here. And if you see in the tabletop, so there are two holes here. So you can mount it like this here. And again, then there are two holes this side also. So you can put it in any of the sides, so left side or right side. And this one is the power adapter. So there are two holes given in the back side. So you can mount it this way or the other way. So any side is fine. And then there are two holes both sides. So one hole this and another is this one, and then this one, and then this one. So these holes will be used to mount the frame. So this tabletop will be mounted on the frame using these four holes at all the four corners. And now I'll lift this frame and I'll keep it on this top board. So this is a little heavy. Ideally, two people should do it. So I have inverted the frame on the back side of the top board. So you see this is looking like this. So now if I match the holes, I'm able to match only one side. So this is on top of the hole, but the other side, so the hole is at a distance. So now I have the option to loosen these screws and stretch this, so make it apart. So now I'm going to do that. Also would like to mention that there is no left or right. So this motor is this side, so it's fine. If you move it and if it goes to the other side, it is still fine. So there is no left or right. So the only thing I am focusing is that, like, the cable which is coming out, it is going towards the hole which is there in this top board. So this is the only thing which I am like kind of taking care. But even if it is like this side, it can still go round. So now I am loosening these screws so that I can extend this table, extend the frame. So if you remember, we didn't tighten this one, so that's why we are able to extend this table here. And then it can be matched to the holes.
So there are rubber cushions which came with the table. So what I'm planning is to put these rubber cushions everywhere where the metal touches the wood. So this is purely optional. If you want to do it, it's good. If you don't want to do it, it's okay. So I'm placing these rubber cushions in all the places where I have to put the screws and when the metal touches board. So it will not stain the board actually.
So there are these screws provided, like around 15-20 screws are provided. So these to be used when we are putting this top board. So I'm putting it here. So 4 will be required at all 4 corners. Now as these all 4 sides are tightened, now is the time to tighten this frame here. So we are not going to extend or shorten it. So now we can tighten this one. So once we do that, now is the time to tighten this one as well, because we left it loosened earlier. Now we can tighten it. So I am now tightening this one. Looks good now.
I'm putting the extra rubber cushions wherever I find a place. So this will help not to stain the wood. Little more effort, but it's always good.
Looks good now. So only thing which I am considering here is that this port is going to be plugged into this one. So I am keeping this side this way so that this can easily plug in here. This is all good. So the other part, this connector, this will go and then there is a this come this side. So there's a port for this one. So you need to be like this. So this is good, and you need to take care that this cable doesn't touch this shaft. So you can do something here, like you can paste it here. So the other side of this power adapter has this input here. So if you see the cable which has come, so this has got the same port here. So you need to put it inside this, and this will go into a power socket which will power this table, and then it. So all of the back side is done now. So the control switch is done, and then this power adapter is done. The motor connection is going into the power connector, and then the control switch is also going this side of the power connector adapter, and then the other side is connected with the power input here. So now this is all good.